Let's solve a few more equations. What if we saw 4b plus 2 equals 4b plus 2? So we want to solve for b. Okay, so first up, let's distribute this 4 into the parentheses. 4 times b is 4b. 4 times a positive 2 is positive 8. So we have 4b plus 8 equals 4b plus 2. Okay, so now there's more than one way to do this, but let's subtract 8 from both sides. So minus 8 from the left, minus 8 from the right. Okay, so we would just have 4b plus 8 minus 8 cancels out. 4b equals 4b, and what is 2 minus 8? Positive 2 minus 8 would be negative 6. And now, we're almost done. Let's minus 4b from both sides. Okay, so minus 4b minus 4b. 4b minus 4b would be 0. And then here, 4b minus 4b would be 0 minus 6. So we have 0 equals a negative 6. Our b that we're trying to get, it disappeared. Okay, so if you ever come to this point in a math problem, solving an equation, where you see 0 equals another number, where you see two different numbers supposedly equal each other, this is a contradiction. The variable has disappeared. This is a contradiction, right? Obviously, 0 does not equal negative 6. If you arrive at a contradiction, this means there is no solution. So once in a while, you will come across a math problem where there is no solution. Okay? If you see 4 parentheses b plus 2 equals 4b plus 2, b cannot be any value. There is no solution that b can be that would satisfy this equation. All right, let's move on. Next one. All right, so let's say 3/4 x plus 7 equals 13. And we want to solve for x. Okay, step 1. If we have 3x over 4 and we have this plus 7, this is the better one to get rid of right now. Okay, so let's subtract 7 from both sides. We would get 3x over 4 equals 13 minus 7, 6. Now, let's multiply both sides by 4. Okay, multiply it by 4, by 4. The 4's would cancel out here, so we'd have 3x equals 6 times 4, which is 24. And finally, to solve for x, let's divide both sides by 3. So x equals 24 divided by 3, which is 8. All right, last one. Let's do decimals. How about 0.7x minus 1.2 equals 0.6x? And we're still trying to solve for x. Okay, so looking at these decimals, it may seem confusing, but remember, oftentimes if you multiply by 10 or a power of 10, that can really help with solving equations with decimals. Okay, so let's see. Let's try that out. Let's multiply the left and the right side of this equation by 10. Okay. So if we multiply by 10 on the left and right, all of these decimal points would shift to the right one place. Right? Because 10 times 0.7 would be 7. So this equation is equivalent to 7x minus 12 equals 6x. Right? And looking at this is really easy at this point. Right? Let's move the 12 over here. So add 12 to both sides. And finally, subtract 6x from both sides. So 7x minus 6x is just x. We simply have x equals 12. So don't let the decimals scare you, right? We started off with 0.7x minus 1.2 equals 0.6x. This looks kind of difficult. But once we multiplied by 10 on both sides, this turned into this, which is really easy. Boom. And there you go.